Hi there, this is Nicolas Izquierdo, and today I'll be doing video discussion 5. So I'll be doing question 1. Who will manage the business? So I'll be entertaining the idea of me and a car detailing business. The managers will be my partner and I. Those are the only two people that will work for the company. We will take on any tasks that come with the company, such as logistics, taxes, paperwork. All of that will be handled separately between the partner, Jonathan, and I. So it will be split down the middle. The qualifications I have really good leadership skills as well as entrepreneurship skills. I've had this business since I was 16 and I'm 18 now. I have leadership because I went to a military magnet program for 2 years. And I'm also bilingual, which helps a lot because a lot of my clientele are Spanish. The amount of employees I will need, right now, all we need is what we have, which is just my partner and I, because we're limited to the fact that we can only clean in the daylight hours for cars. But if we get a warehouse where people can leave the cars, I'm definitely going to want to scale up and have 2 to 3 other guys that clean while I'm at other car washing events. So I could have, for example, 2 to 3 people cleaning a Porsche sedan and giving it a wax for about $300, and that'll take them a few hours. And they'll be paid $15 an hour for their work because they'll be using my machines. And meanwhile, my partner and I will be at car events endorsing our name and making a name for ourselves in the car industry, because once you make a name for yourself, you will have a lot of clientele. Well, how will I structure my organization? I'm going to structure it that Jonathan and I have the same power between both of us. So we both make the decision. It isn't something that I can decide and he will disagree. It's that we both have to be on the same page because it's a business that's under the both of us. So what I think is beneficial from this is that we get both sides from it. So it's not like it's just me owning the business. And I say, yeah, that would be good for the future, and it's not. I have his input as well, and it guarantees that I have success down the road and I don't, for example, venture into bad business ideas or do things that would be harmful, such as charging too much or charging too little. So having two people on board with decision making makes a big impact. What are my plans for employee salaries? Right now, the employee salaries are just Johnny and I, Jonathan. So I'll entertain that idea. We get paid per job. So we split the profits once we deduct the cost of product and the time on the vehicle that we use to get there. So the electricity and the gas, as well as the machines. So after all that's said and done, then we each take our cut. Once I hire more people, I'm going to start them off at 15 an hour. I will eventually want to scale them up to 20 to 25 because I want to get into something called ceramic coating. And that coating costs about $600 to do in about 2 hours. So giving them only $12 an hour to do something like that really undervalues them. And when you pay your employees well, they'll work harder for you and better for you. So they'll be working for my car wash business, Junie Car Wash, and be representing me, so I need quality. What consultants and specialists will you need? I'm going to need someone who's a specialist in ceramic coating, unless I learn myself. It's something that you have to go to school for. And in the next question, I'm going to talk about, question 8, I'm going to talk about the licenses from that. But the specialist, I'm probably going to branch out for that and get a ceramic coating specialist, because the clientele for something called ceramic coating, it's like the next step above wax. And the clientele is much higher for that because it's put on supercars. And I'm going to use those specialists to branch out even more for advertisement and for consulting with customers. And I will send, for example, let's say I have another clientele that wants a Porsche done with the ceramic coating. I'll send the specialist out to give an estimate. Therefore, I can stay in the shop, or I can go to a client if I don't have a shop yet, and I can make money at the same time. So what legal form of ownership will I have? I will most likely have an LLC, and I'll have it set up so that there's as little impact from me in the business, so it's kind of separate when it comes to taxes and legalities, because if something really bad happens, I don't want to completely ruin my future plans and career because I'm so attached to the name. And the licenses and permits that I will need, I'm going to need the license of a mobile car wash business. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but there is one, and I'm looking into getting that actually with my partner, so I can charge more because I can say I'm a legitimate legal business. And the permits I'm going to need are it depends on the city. So if I wash cars in Miami, I have to have permits specific to that city to use the water and to use any product outside that the city may not allow. So being particular to these things can ensure that I'm legally safe and my company can go forward in the future.